Hello Marble Sports fans and welcome to the Marble Circuits 2022. I'm Jeremiah and I'm here to welcome you to the qualifying for the Melbourne Grand Prix. In this season we will have 12 marbles competing in 8 races, all striving to be crowned champion. You may notice that some of these marbles have changed color this season. This is to make for an easier distinction between marbles and to make for a better viewer experience. All of these marbles have been training hard for this season and are ready for race 1. But before you can race, you must qualify. The format for the qualifying of this season has been changed to allow for better racing. There will be 3 qualifying sessions, starting with Q1, which will have all 12 marbles racing in a 2-lap race, with the last 3 marbles being eliminated, not making it to the next round, and the position in which they finish will determine their starting order for the race. Q2 will be exactly the same as Q1, except for there will only be 9 marbles, as 3 marbles have been eliminated. Q3 will be a 4-lap race with the remaining 6 marbles, and the order in which they finish will be the starting order for the top 6 marbles in the starting grid of race 1. The people of Melbourne have put together an amazing track to be the host of the race 1 of the Marble Circuits 2022. Some of the features of this track are the drag reduction zone, as well as the booster and a long straight. The grandstands are full, awaiting the qualifying of the Melbourne Grand Prix. It's a hot summer day here in Australia. Hopefully that doesn't take a toll on any of these marbles for this qualifying. And now, the marbles are in the blocks. And away we go for the qualifying of the Melbourne Grand Prix. Up the booster for the first time, and it is Night Rivers in the lead, followed by Loose Wheel and Arrow Frog as we go down this U-turn for the first time. A Loose Wheel has now taken first place from Night Rivers, being followed by Arrow Frog, but Loose Wheel has a trouble on that wall. Now Night Rivers is in first place, being followed by Arrow Frog and Big Dogs. Now for the second lap, which is the final lap. This is a mad dash. Arrow Frog takes the lead by storm. An amazing move by Arrow Frog, with Night Rivers now still in second, being followed by Pink Pearl. But right now, all you want to watch is the bottom 3 marbles, because they are going to be eliminated in this race. And Arrow Frog will be your champion of Q1, but the marbles that will be eliminated are Fast Q Pins, Momonas, and Black Pirates. So Black Pirates will be starting last in the starting grid, with Momonas in 11th and Fast Q Pins in 10th place. And now, for Q2, Sea Turtles, Peppers, and Sparky are on the chopping block, and we're off. Up the boost for the first time, and Big Dog slows tremendously. He is way back in the pack, almost guaranteed elimination, with Gold Piston in first place. Peppers is in second, with Arrow Frog in third place, being followed by Night Rivers. Sea Turtles and Loose Wheel are fighting to get out of this elimination zone as we enter the final lap. Pink Pearl fighting to stay in the top 6, with the Sea Turtles trying to catch back up, and Gold Piston is still in the lead. A hit from Arrow Frog to the back, which slows Arrow Frog down, letting Peppers pass him, now putting some pressure on Gold Piston, and passes for first place, with Sparky now in third. Loose Wheel coming up on Pink Pearl. If he can pass her by the end of the lap, he will not be eliminated. It's a race to the line, but Pink Pearl is able to stay in the top 6. Loose Wheel ending up getting 7th, with Big Dog in 8th and Sea Turtle in 9th. This will be the starting order for these 3 marbles in the starting grid for race 1. We are down to 6 marbles for the start of Q3. This will be a 4-lap race, which will determine the starting order for the top 6 marbles. Marbles are in the blocks, and away we go. Arrow Frog having a slow start up the booster for the first time, and it is Peppers in the lead, but is overtaken by Sparky with a quick pass through the drag reduction zone. Peppers now in second, with Pink Pearl in third place, being followed by Night Rivers, with Gold Piston in 5th place, with Arrow Frog in 6th. Down the back straight starting the second lap. Peppers trying to catch up to Sparky, but now facing pressure from Night Rivers, who has overtaken Pink Pearl, who has fallen down to 5th, and Peppers takes first place from Sparky. Sparky trying to take it back, but a good move by Peppers, not letting Sparky pass, with Night Rivers still trying to catch up, with Arrow Frog in 4th place, now pressuring Night Rivers through these turns for the starting of the 3rd lap. Peppers is in first place, with Sparky in second, Night Rivers in third place, Arrow Frog fourth, Pink Pearl is in 5th, and Gold Piston is in 5th place. Sparky coming up on Peppers now. Night Rivers gives a bump to Sparky, who's now pressuring Peppers. All Peppers has to do is stay in the lead for a little bit more than a lap, and he will be the winner of this qualifying. But Sparky is not making that easy, as he almost passes Peppers. Very close, 0.004 seconds behind in the line, but Peppers is able to retain first place. And a hit to Night Rivers from behind from Aerofrog, giving Night Rivers some momentum. Now trying to catch up to Sparky, who takes first place from Peppers in the final lap. Peppers is in second, trying to take back the lead, and he does. And it's a race to the finish. Who will take it? And it is Sparky, who will be the champion of this qualifying, with Peppers in second. Aerofrog is in third. Night Rivers in fourth, with Pink Pearl in fifth. Gold Piston is in sixth. An amazing finish for Sparky, overtaking Peppers in the last lap, 0.122 seconds ahead of Peppers, which is definitely a close finish, with Aerofrog in third place. Now that the starting grid is set, everything is ready for the Melbourne Grand Prix. Stay tuned for that video on Sunday, and comment down below who you think will win. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for race 1 of the Marble Circuits 2022 at the Melbourne Grand Prix. I'm Jeremiah, signing off, and until next time, this has been Rebecca's Marble Runs. Good day, everyone. Use the link in the description below to get the first 3 months free on a 12-month subscription. Hello, Marble Sports fans. We are back. I'm Jeremiah, here to welcome you to the qualifying for the Shanghai Grand Prix. News has surfaced that Black Pirates has fired his coach and pit crew after 2 devastating races and qualifyings. He got last place in both of the previous qualifyings, and in the actual races, he would get up in the top of the field in the middle of the race, and then he would fall back down to the bottom in both races. He has definitely had a hard time in this season. We wish all the best to him in this race with a fresh pit crew and coach. We'll have to see how he does in this race. As we take a look at the track here, this is a very different track compared to the one in Bahrain. It's a lot more long straights and marbles to gain speed in. It also has a very sharp corner that we have not seen yet in this season. Will definitely be a challenge for some of these marbles in this race. You can see Black Pirates coach giving him some last-minute pointers for this qualifying, which has definitely been a big change for a lot of these marbles in this season. Some marbles thriving in it, and some marbles not. Here are the full standings. Aerofrog sits in first place, 37 points. Night Rivers is in second, with Big Dogs in third place. Night Rivers has gotten second twice in a row. Maybe this race will finally be his time. And now, the marbles are in the block. And away we go for Q1 of the Shanghai Grand Prix, up to boosted for the first time, and it is Night Rivers in the lead with Gold Piston in second. Black Pirates is in third place, now is in second. He is thriving in this first lap. He is now in first place, doing a tremendous job at this point. Is his new crew helping him out in this race? We'll have to wait and see, because it is stamina that he has some trouble with Gold Piston now coming in at second. Night Rivers is in third place as they go up to booster for the second and final lap. Now we have to start watching the back of the field. Pink Pearl, Loose Wheel, and Fast Q Pins are in the elimination zone. They're doing all they can to get out of this zone, but it is very hard, especially in this mad dash of a qualifying. Black Pirates has sealed his position in at least Q2. We'll have to see if he can hold out to get into Q3. With Gold Piston in second, Sparky gets third place, and the marbles that will be eliminated are Pink Pearl, Momonas, and Fast Q Pins. Fast Q Pins having another terrible qualifying. Maybe he needs to follow in the footsteps of Black Pirates. And now, for Q2, marbles are in the block. And away we go. Loose Wheel out in the lead, but again, it is Black Pirates in the lead. He has become a front runner in this qualifying, with Sea Turtles now in second briefly, but Loose Wheel takes it back as they go through these U-turns here. Black Pirates is facing some pressure from Loose Wheel as they go through this sharp corner, and Loose Wheel takes it to his advantage, takes first for a second, but Black Pirates has taken it back, with Night Rivers in third place. Big Dogs and Aerofrog are in the bottom 2 spots in the elimination zone. The 2 champions of the last 2 races They need to get out of this zone if they want to have a chance of a good starting position for this race. We are in the final lap. Black Pirates is still in the lead. Will Loose Wheel be able to take it in this sharp corner? No. And Arrow Frog has gotten out of the elimination zone right now. Can he stay out for the remainder of the lap? Big Dog is on his tail, but Big Dog isn't able to do it. Arrow Frog stays in, and Big Dog is eliminated, as well as Sparky and Sea Turtles, who will start in 9th, 8th, and 7th. And now, for Q3, the marbles are in the blocks, 4 laps, and away we go. Black Pirates has a trouble at the beginning of the race. He is back in last place, with Arrow Frog in first battling Night Rivers. 2 rivals from last race, and a bump from Night Rivers onto the chicane. A familiar move from last race as well. Arrow Frog is trying to come back, and he does take first place through that very sharp corner, with Loose Wheel in 3rd place. Peppers is in 4th place, being followed by Gold Piston and Black Pirates. Black Pirates really needs to step up his game. He has so far, but if he wants to be in pole position, he's going to have to do better than this. Night Rivers is now pressuring Arrow Frog, and Loose Wheel is in the mix as well. Night Rivers has now taken first place from Arrow Frog as they go through this U-turn. Black Pirates is still in the back of the pack. And now he is back up in 4th place, trying to catch up to Loose Wheel now. Night Rivers trying to extend himself for the 3rd lap. Arrow Frog goes through the drag reduction zone as they go up the booster. Loose Wheel trying to catch up to Arrow Frog, and they are fighting for first place. Arrow Frog has taken back first place. Arrow Frog and Night Rivers are really rising as some of the top competitors in this season, with Night Rivers having a very consistent season so far, getting 2 second places in a row. Arrow Frog getting 1 victory and 1 3rd place. These are definitely 2 great racers. As we start the final lap of this qualifying, Arrow Frog is still in 1st place, being followed by Night Rivers and Loose Wheel, who can't seem to get out of 3rd place. Black Pirates is down in 5th, following Peppers, and Loose Wheel takes 2nd place from Night Rivers in the final lap. Night Rivers trying to take it back. Arrow Frog is still in 1st place as they go through this sharp corner. 2 more corners to go, and Arrow Frog will be the champion of this qualifying, and he will. Arrow Frog will be the champion of this qualifying, with Loose Wheel in 2nd, and Night Rivers is in 3rd place. Peppers gets 4th, Pirates is in 5th, and Gold Piston gets 6th place. Definitely a great showing for Black Pirates in this qualifying, getting 5th place, getting last place in the previous 2 qualifying. Certainly an accomplishment for him. Let's take a look at some of these replays to see what allowed him to get so far in this qualifying after having such a terrible 2 qualifyings before. Right off the bat, he got in the front of the pack and then tried to extend himself from the rest of the field. That is what you want to do in these qualifying, because there are so few laps. There's not much time to get back up in the front if you are not already there. Arrow Frog did show that it is possible to sneak out of the elimination zone and take the overall victory, but it is a very hard thing to do, and he definitely has some skill in that area. Big Dog almost passed Arrow Frog at the line. If he had so, he would have gotten out of the elimination zone. Now let's take a look at Q3. By now, the other marbles had figured out what Black Pirates is trying to do, and then they foiled it, bringing him to last place right at the start of the race. 4 laps is more time to get back up in the front, but still not very much. Arrow Frog and Night Rivers battling for most of Q3 for pole position, with Loose Wheel in 3rd place for most of the race. There's that shove from Night Rivers, pushing Arrow Frog onto the chicane. Arrow Frog eventually did take revenge and was able to take 1st place from Night Rivers, who fell down to 3rd after Loose Wheel takes 2nd in the final lap. I know there's a lot of Black Pirates fans out there who are happy with this result. The hiring of a new coach and pit crew definitely is paying off. We'll have to see how he does in the actual race to be for sure. But for now, things are looking up. Here are the full results. Arrow Frog being the fastest marble, getting to sit on pole position for race 3. With Loose Wheel in 2nd, Night Rivers is in 3rd place, Peppers gets 4th, and Black Pirates rounds off the top 5. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think about Black Pirate's new decision to replace his pit crew. I'm Jeremiah, signing off, and stay tuned for race 3 of the Marble Circus 2022 at the Shanghai Grand Prix. Until next time.